Hello, once again. Welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum, and I react to music. Today, we are yet again going into the Opeth catalog. From what I understand, we're going pretty far back today because this song is from 1999 off of the Still Life album. The song is called Serenity Painted Death. It's a nice, heavy sounding track. I don't know what it sounds like. I haven't heard it before. We're going to go on that adventure together. But definitely loving all the Opeth stuff I've been hearing. Continue to get more. It continues to be amazing. So I'm very, very thankful to all of y'all for continuing to encourage me on that journey. This is another donation request. If you have a donation request, it's over there somewhere. I'm gonna miss it every time. Buy me a coffee. You can buy me a coffee and let me know what you'd like to hear, or rather, see me hear, and I'll do it. So really appreciate y'all, everyone who's donated to the channel so far. It's just been awesome to get support from each and every one of you. So really, really thankful for that. Ryan Arsenault is the one who requested this. This is the third request that he made, and so it's kind of a bonus. But you don't have to ask me twice to listen to Opeth. Now, controversially, I'm going to do the remastered version of Serenity Painted Death. If the remaster is horrible or something, I'm sorry. I think I would like to hear the remaster just as a general rule without knowing any specifics. So we're going to hear the remastered version of Still Life, and that's what I have pulled up. I don't have lyrics, so let's get that. Opeth, Serenity Painted Death lyrics. And here we go. Definitely a different sound. Yeah. Sounds like a totally different band. I'm trying to think of who this, the way that this is mixed, the kind of instrumentation and everything here reminds me of. I don't really have anything that's coming to mind. It's different, it's distinct, kind of like it. So I did expect to be more the growling kind of guttural vocals and stuff here since it's older. A lot of y'all have been saying they kind of phased that out as they entered the modern era, and so I kind of expected it would be heavier, vocally, the further back we go. I'll be interested to see if he does any just regular, kind of I don't want to say traditional singing, but that's the term that's coming into my mind right now, or if it's just all screaming all the time. Reminds me a little bit of Leprous. Y'all know that I love that band, and Leprous has definitely done that over time. They had some just extremely, extremely hardcore stuff in their back catalog on like Coal and White Poppy Syndrome and all those albums. And then as time kind of went on, they got a little bit more just pretty sounding. And I love the new stuff too, but sometimes I really, really like that heavy stuff. All right, let's go. That was really cool. That little groove right there for one bar. You know, before the vocals came in there, it sounded a little bit like the song Hell March from Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. I couldn't tell you what year that game came out. It's been a while. It's old. But Frank Klepacki, the guy who did all the music for that, he had a lot of just kind of weird, industrial techno type stuff for those games. And then Hell March is, like kind of just a rockin' song. Yeah, this is sort of all over the place right now. There's a lot of different ideas kind of floating around here, bouncing around. It's not really sure what's gonna happen, but I'm here for it. This is very good. Another comment I have to make here. This song so far, I know we've still got 6 minutes here, give or take, but so far, like this is like Opeth is filling the sonic space, like the guitar is filling the space. It's not, I keep saying it's different, but it's not what I expect. They go hard in some of the more modern songs. They fill the sonic space some of the time, but then they'll have these really like echoey, hollowed out sounds, the pianos, there's very interesting use of like audio effects. And they kind of create this whole sonic adventure in a lot of their songs. And this is really not that. I mean, it's changing a lot. It's got a lot of components to it, and musically we're shifting around quite a bit, but it's pretty heavy pretty much all the time. It's pretty full, and there's not a lot of like playing with the sonic space. Even on the remaster, you would think if anything, the remaster would be a little bit more of that kind of thing if it was there at the beginning. But yeah, I mean, and some of that, like the squealing guitars, like the bends and stuff on the guitars, I was not expecting that at all. Very interesting. That was really nice solo. I should have said that too. Sounds like Alice in Chains. For what it is right here, it's beautiful. It's just a different kind of beautiful, versus some of the other stuff that I've heard from Opeth already. Sorry to keep pausing. Okay, so we got a little bit of this after all. Really interesting kind of tonal modulation going on here. I don't know what key it is, but really interesting. Presumably. It's almost a little spacey sound effect. not sure what emotion to feel from that last bit. Oh, is it? Okay, it's sad. I guess it immediately goes into the next song or something. I was expecting more of a fade out there. Uh, wow, yeah. So this actually, I started smiling towards the end there. What I realized is this reminds me a lot of the very first Opeth song that I did, and because I am going to cheat, you're just going to have to hold on for a second. The Drapery Falls reminds me a lot of that song because I remember commenting on how it wasn't really, this heavy stuff, and then it sort of blends into this lighter, um, acoustic sounding, scaled down, hollow sound with the gentler vocals, that sort of thing. It was like hard transitions from one to the other. It's like, okay, the rock section is over. Now we're gonna play, our gently plucked strings, and we're gonna uh, do some of these other ideas, and they would kind of have these extremely just abrupt switches from one to the other. And that is what this song reminds me of. I turned out I wasn't correct. I did end up doing that kind of hollow, um, more somber sounding instrumentation later in the song, which I love. Like, it's great. Opeth is very, very good at that stuff. But for the first portion of the song, I was like, man, this is just intense and in your face all the time, and taking up the whole sonic field all the time. And yeah, I mean, towards the end, especially, it starts to remind me of the Drapery Falls. Really cool. I like that more than I expected to. Right when it started, I was like, okay, cool. We're just going to be heavy aggressive the whole time. Sometimes I like that, right? But there's certain elements that need to present themselves for it to be like a home run for me. And they did. It was very good. But I was concerned at the very beginning. I was like, okay, it's cool. I don't know if it's that cool. Turns out, on the whole, that song is really amazing, but very different, right? It reminds me of Drapery Falls, but they're completely distinct and interesting. Interesting. Is that their first album? I mean, I know y'all have talked about in the comments that being an older album, going all the way back to Still Life. I think someone has said that. But so is that their first album? I would have to look, I guess. Um, Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure they've had band member transitions throughout that. So I guess I'd have to look at some of those things. Say what you will about Wikipedia. One of the nice things is if you look up a popular enough band, they'll have a nice timeline of who was on what instrument for what albums, which is very helpful sometimes. So, yeah, awesome. I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed it more as time went on. So, Ryan, again, thank you very much. I appreciate your donation, your request so much. That Persona 5 Strikers song I just did was amazing. This is also very good. I love it. That, I believe, takes care of all of our donation requests that are currently in as of recording this. I'm recording this on the 10th of January. So, once we get some more of those in, of course, I'll focus on those, but who knows what else we might get into in the meantime. Regardless, whenever you see this, whenever you hear this, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.